Hey guys, I'm back. And if you hear a noise in the background, it's because it's very windy and the windows are like doing this. But anyway, in today's video, I want to talk about something very important, which is Spanish healthcare. So if you're interested in Spanish healthcare, you want to know how to get it, what it's like, watch this video. If you are not interested in Spanish healthcare, watch this video anyway because you never know when it might come in handy. Just saying. Okay guys, so I figured this video is long overdue. I actually did two videos. I did one yesterday, but I'm still editing it. Why does that word give me so much problems? Anyway, yeah, let's talk about Spanish healthcare. In Spain, you have two types of healthcare. You have universal healthcare, which is called Seguridad Social, and then you have private healthcare. So let's talk about universal healthcare first, okay? Well, basically, it's universal. Once you have a job, you pay into it, they take it out of your taxes, and you get like a little social security number, and you can go to these clinics called Centro de Salud, and normally they are within 15-minute radius of your residence, so they're everywhere. Universal healthcare was created in Spain, I believe in 1986, I think, by the Spanish Healthcare Act, and it was supposed to be free for everyone, free. Now, when I got here, people were saying like, oh yeah, even if you don't have paperwork, you can get it, whatever. So when I first came to Spain, I tried to get it. They told me no. But then I was like, you know what? I don't need it. I'm not sick. I don't get sick. Guess what happened? Yeah, I got sick. I had never been this sick in my life. I had a virus, and everyone said, oh, it could be because your immune system is not used to living in this area. Who knows? But I was sick where I was throwing up. I had to go to the hospital 3 times, and I fainted 2 times. And the second time I fainted, my partner was with me. We were not living together at the time, and I woke up in the middle of the night. I got really dizzy, fainted, and I hit my head on the refrigerator and just fell right on the floor. And I was like sweating, and he was like, I'm gonna call emergency. And emergency came, and they looked at me, and I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be so expensive. I told him, no, I'm on the floor, right? And I'm like, no, please, I'm okay, I'm feeling better. Don't call, because I'm thinking about the US and how expensive it is if you don't have insurance. So I'm like, no, no, I'm okay. Anyway, he called. So when I got the bill for all of this, the hospital visits, the time I was in the ambulance truck because I fainted at work and they took me to the hospital. When I got the total bill for this, it was roughly about 200 US dollars. I was like, well, that's it. I thought it would be a lot more. And when you have to pay, you have to go to a bank. Every ATM machine will allow you to scan a document that you get from the bank, from medical, and you can pay like right there. Or you can go into the bank and pay. And that's exactly what I did. So, yeah, I don't know if it's free for everyone. I mean, I heard stories that there were lots of immigrants who got it, but that wasn't the case for me. I have it now, but before I talk about that, let's talk about private because I had private. So I'm going to say right now that in general, I think healthcare in Spain is better than the US, but private healthcare is even better. The problem with private healthcare is that you have to go to a hospital that will accept private healthcare because not all of them do. And there's not as many of those around. Where I used to live, there were two. And the way you get private healthcare, for this, you don't even have to be a resident to get private healthcare. All you need is your passport and you need a bank account. So when I opened up my Spanish bank account, originally it was a non-resident bank account, and they had me sign up for healthcare, and I was using Sanitas. And you have different healthcare plans, and you can pay monthly or annually. Well, I wanted to pay annually, and they thought it was weird because not very many people pay annually. It's just that I don't want to worry about the bill each month. So with the plan I chose, I was paying about 500 euros a year, so roughly maybe close to 600 US dollars a year. And it covered everything. I made so many doctor's visits for checkups. I mean, they were really helpful. If they had to do blood work, I got that back really fast. And yeah, I showed them my card and that was it. So technically, if you have private, you cannot have um, universal health care. It's either going to be one or the other. So um, my partner, because we're married, put me on his health insurance. So by doing that, I have to give up my private insurance, which is completely fine. Um, yeah, I don't mind. I mean, going to the universal healthcare clinics and the private healthcare clinics, yes, I do like the private more because it's not the quality of the healthcare, but it's the waiting time because the universal healthcare, sometimes you can wait months depending on what you need. And with the private healthcare, it wasn't this way until the coronavirus hit. Once the coronavirus hit, many people got sick. Then there's a long waiting list for the private healthcare clinics as well. But before this, it was like call, make an appointment. Oh yeah, can you come Friday? Oh yeah, Friday, and then that's it. If you are in a situation where you need healthcare and you try to get universal healthcare and you can't, or you just want to get private and you don't know how to open up a Spanish bank account, I did make a video about that. I will put it here. I think the little white strip that you can click on, I don't even remember, but you'll see it up here. Okay, and then I'll walk you through the steps on how I did it. It was actually very easy. But I thought it was weird because I never got healthcare through a bank before, but it helped me. So I can say that the quality is very good. They really do take care of you. I never had any issues. Um, yeah. The only thing I would say is that some clinics, if you don't speak Spanish, normally they say there's someone there that always speaks English. This has not been the case for me, even though I didn't need anyone to speak English, but I was always curious just in case I wanted to share this information with you guys. So you you might get lucky or you might not. So the one I used to go to, there was an English lady. She spoke, well, she was English, so yeah, she spoke English and she spoke Spanish. But before she started working there, there was one man. Um, I think he was African. I think he spoke English, but not very good. But he spoke Spanish. He spoke like multiple languages, but it was easier for me to communicate with him in Spanish. He tried to talk to me in English, and I understood some of it, but I was like, it's just easier just to talk Spanish. But from my experience, it's not common. So if you don't speak Spanish, maybe have someone come with you just in case, or learn at least a few phrases where you can tell the doctor what's going on if you have a problem. I just wouldn't assume that everyone speaks English. Please don't assume this, especially in Spain, because Spain is one of the countries in Europe that has the least amount of English speakers or the least amount of people that can speak English well outside the tourist areas. Anyway, that's it. I hope this video has helped you. And oh, one other thing. If you wanted to get the universal health care, you just go to the office, the Social Security office, Seguridad Social. They're everywhere, and you usually have to make an appointment. But I know right now, because of the situation, it's a bit difficult. Sometimes they won't let you make an appointment in person, or you may have to wait longer. So once this pandemic situation is resolved, I'm sure to go back to how it was. Anyway, that's it for this video. I will see you in my next one. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them in a comment section below, or send me an Instagram message. Some of you do. I do read them. I do reply. So anything I can do to help. All right? Okay, have a good day, and I will see you in my next video. Ciao.